So basically there are two types. One is primary window and one is secondary window. In case of primary window, it is the main window where whatever the actions or the controls that need to take place, that will be done in the primary window, and secondary window will be always within the primary window, where on the user action that secondary window will perform. The secondary window will not be always visible. Secondary window will be visible when and if it is in need for the users. In case of secondary window, once again there are two types. One is dependent secondary window and one is independent secondary window. In case of dependent secondary window, it will always interfere with the primary window, and as I said, whatever the screen that you are viewing now, this will become the primary window, and in primary window I right click and I perform any of the task here. So when I click on any of the option, it may display one more window on this. So that will become the dependent secondary window. So independent secondary window is the one which can be opened independently of a primary window, which means it is not necessary that within the primary window you have to open that secondary window. It may be independent of the primary window. One example is there will be many desktop items. You go for a desktop icon and right click on that and you click on properties. When you click on properties, it will display the properties of that particular icon. So that window we call it as secondary window, and that is independent of the primary window. Next, the kinds of secondary windows. Once again, we see in the secondary windows there are many different kinds. First one we see is modal. It is MODAL, modal. Modal, it used when interaction with any other window must not be permitted, which means, say now, there will be one window that will be open on the primary window. For example, whenever you try to save any file, you always click on save button, and when you click on save button, it will display one window. So there, until you click on save or until you click on cancel button, you cannot perform any other action on that particular file. Correct? One example is whenever you try to save any file, that you go for file and you click on save. So when you click on save, it will open one more window, that is a secondary window. In that secondary window, until you click on save button or until you click on cancel button, you cannot do any changes to the file. So that type of secondary windows we call it as modal. Means you cannot perform any other action on the primary window until you either click on secondary windows options. Until you click on save or cancel, you cannot, if the main primary window cannot do any changes. So that type of windows we call it as modal. Okay. Or here you have some examples. Probably you would have heard about prompt box. In web, while studying web designing, you would have heard about prompt box. Prompt box is, it will always expect some input from the user. It will display a box. It will ask you to enter the input, where there will be one text box where you have to enter the input and you have to click on OK button or you have to click on cancel button. So until the user gives the input, you cannot come out of that prompt box. Okay. So that type of secondary windows, we call it as modal. So this is one example where it will explain about the modal dialog box. Here, whenever you need to change the date and time in a WordPad, okay, whenever you need to change the date and time, you will click on date and time dialog box. Okay, you click on date and time dialog box so that it will open one window. In this window, you will do the changes. So until you click on this OK button or cancel button, you cannot do any changes on this primary window. You cannot do any changes on this primary window. So once you click any of these options, then only you can do the changes here. So until the action is taken by the user on the secondary window, the user is not permitted to do any changes on the primary window. That type of secondary dialog windows, we call it as model dialog box. We call it as model dialog box. Okay, next you have modless. Modless dialog box. Modless dialog box is a vice versa of the model box, which means even though the secondary windows are open, the users are permitted to do any changes with the primary window. So use when interaction with other windows must be permitted, which means even though the secondary windows are open, the user can do any changes or interact with the primary window. So that type of secondary windows, we call it as modless dialog box or modless secondary windows. So this was about model. Then comes cascading and unfolding secondary windows. So there are two types once again in the secondary windows, that is cascading and unfolding secondary windows. What is cascading? As I told in the cascading style presentations, cascading is one window displaying on the other window, or one window will overlap with overlap in the sense it may follow the other window. So through there with the different offset, one window may display on the other window. So here also, when you see this example, there is a printer options which is displayed in the first window. There is a printer option which is displayed in the first window. What is happening here? Here, I have opened one secondary window in which I need to select the printer. Here there are two types of printers. One is Citizen and one is HP DeskJet printer. So here I am selecting HP DeskJet 500C printer. After selecting this, once again there are some more properties which need to display regarding this HP DeskJet 500C. So when I click on this particular option, it will open one more window that you can see it in the second diagram. It will open one more window. In this window, once again, there are some properties which you need to choose. So this type of display, we call it as cascading window, which once again comes under secondary windows, because this printer options is only a secondary window. In this secondary window, whenever I am selecting any of the properties, once again it will open one more window which will cascade the first window. So here you can see there are two windows which is open and two windows are overlapping with some offset values. And in the next window, it is showing the other properties which belong to HP Desktop, and from this I need to select either click OK or cancel to continue with my task. Fine. So this type of secondary windows, we call it as cascaded secondary windows. We call it as cascading secondary windows. So next comes unfolding. An unfolding secondary window, it expands to reveal additional options. It is once again the same as the tiled presentation, whereas here in case of unfolding, once again there is a secondary window which is open and which includes all the printer properties. And in the printer properties, once again I'll click on HP DeskJet. So when I select that HP DeskJet, instead of opening one more window, it will display the options in the same secondary window, but it will display below. Okay. the same window will be expanded and that option will be displayed below. So this unfolding windows will be sometimes called as expanding windows. So instead of displaying the properties in a new window, new secondary window, it will display the same options below, where the same secondary window will be expanded and those expanded options will be displayed below. So this kind of a secondary windows, we call it as unfolding secondary window, which expands to reveal the additional operation. So this unfolding windows will be sometimes called as expanding windows. Yeah. Next comes dialog boxes. Dialog boxes probably you would have seen whenever you are trying to install a new software in your laptop. So whenever you try to install a new software, usually whenever you click on that exe file, it will open one dialog box suddenly asking that, do you want to run this software? So here you will be having two options. One is run and one is don't run. So if you want to install that application, you click on run. And if you don't want to install that, you click on don't run. So this is like a dialog box will be basically used to present the brief messages. Brief messages, as I said, you want to install or not. Do you want to continue or not? Okay. So do you want to exit the game or not? So some brief messages will be displayed and you have to perform some action for that. So here you can see it is asking, do you want to run this software? And you have two options. One is run and one is don't run. You have to perform some action. Without performing some action, it will not go further. You have to either click on run or you have to either click on don't run. So this command buttons not only run and don't run, in the dialog boxes, it can include more types of command buttons other than this run and don't run. It can also include OK button, cancel button, retry button, or reschedule button. Okay, so all different types of buttons, command buttons can be included in the dialog boxes. So this type of box we call it as dialog box, which is used to present the brief messages, and it is used to request some of the actions. It's like if you give on install, that not necessary for the dialog box to display to ask to run or don't run. It may usually install the softwares, but it will be requesting for the specific actions. So that we call it as dialog boxes, where the user need to take some actions. Fine. So this is an example for the dialog box. Then the next type, yeah. One more example for the dialog box is find and replace window. Here also, you will find some text. Probably everybody will be using this find and replace window whenever you are doing a project report. So you will find the word which is present in the report and you have to replace that word with the other word. So here, whatever the word you need to find, that you will click on this find what dialog box or the text box and you have to replace that. What word you need to replace with, that will be once again within this text box. Then here you need to perform some action. You either need to click on replace or replace all or find next, or in the worst case you have to click on the cancel button. So this is one more example for the dialog box. So dialog box is also a type of a secondary window.